Hi, my name is Rich Heffernan, and I'm the principal of Palisades High School, and I am joined today by Dr. Kate Kiris, the Director of Curriculum and Instruction for the Palisades School District. In this screencast, number 2 of a 3-part series, we will discuss performance of Palisades High School students on the Keystone exams.
Before we share results, let's review what the Keystone exams are. The Keystone exams are end-of-course assessments designed to assess student proficiency in Algebra 1, Biology, and English Literature. They are administered at the end of the semester during which the course is scheduled. As a reminder, proficient performance is required for graduation for all students in Pennsylvania in the class of 2017 and beyond. This slide represents student performance on the English Literature Keystone exam in Palisades as of the end of the 2013-2014 school year. Students typically take this exam after their 10th grade English class, so these results are reflective of the performance of students in the classes of 2015 and 2016, current juniors and seniors. Although proficient performance on the Keystone exams was not a graduation requirement for these students, they were required to take them under federal and state requirements. At the top of this slide, you can see the percent of students scoring proficient or advanced on the English Literature Keystone exam, as well as the state average. The good news is that our students are performing significantly above the state average. The information on the bottom of the slide is growth data. This is a calculation provided to us by the Department of Education that indicates to what extent our students achieved the amount of academic growth expected based on their prior performance. We are very pleased to see this dark blue color coding, which indicates that the instruction they are receiving is leading to greater than expected academic growth.
This slide represents the combined performance of current sophomores, juniors, and seniors on the Algebra 1 Keystone exam. The trend that we shared in English literature is consistent with our performance in Algebra 1. At the top of this slide, you can see the percent of students scoring proficient or advanced on the Algebra 1 Keystone in Palisades, as well as the state average. Again, our students are performing significantly above the state average. In this case, between 25 and 39% more students in Palisades are reaching proficiency than the state average. The growth data on the bottom of the slide again indicates that our students are significantly exceeding their predicted level of performance based on prior test scores.
This is a snapshot of where our current sophomores stand with regard to the Algebra 1 Keystone exam. Because this is the first graduating class for whom proficient performance is a graduation requirement, we are tracking their performance very carefully, both as a whole group and as individual students, to ensure that no student is unable to graduate with his or her class solely as a result of this new requirement. As you can see from the pie chart above, 74% of those who have tested have already achieved proficiency in Algebra 1. This leaves 26% of our students who are currently receiving additional support in preparation for retaking the exam this year. Additionally, there are 25 students who are currently enrolled in coursework and will, in most cases, take the Algebra 1 Keystone for the first time this year. Because they don't have results, they are not represented in the pie chart.
This slide represents the combined performance of current sophomores, juniors, and seniors on the Biology Keystone exam. Upon initial examination, our performance in biology appears to lag that of Algebra 1 and English literature. It is important to note, however, that these results are reflective of the scores of current juniors and seniors who were required to take this examination in some cases 2 years after having completed their biology course. As you will see on the next slide, students taking the exam immediately upon completion of the biology course perform higher. In general, the trend that we shared in English literature and Algebra 1 is consistent with our performance in biology. At the top of this slide, you can see the percent of students scoring proficient or advanced on Biology Keystone in Palisades, as well as the state average. Again, our students are performing significantly above the state average. In this case, between 14 and 25% more students in Palisades are reaching proficiency than the state average. The growth data on this slide again indicates that our students are significantly exceeding their predicted level of performance based on prior test scores.
This is a snapshot of where our current sophomores stand with regard to the biology Keystone exam. As you can see from the pie chart above, 65% of students have already achieved proficiency in biology. This leaves 35% of students who are currently receiving additional support in preparation for retaking the exam this year. As a reminder, students who are not able to reach proficiency after this retest will have an opportunity to move on and work through a project-based assessment as an alternative way of meeting the state's proficiency requirement. Thank you for viewing our screencast. If you'd like more information about the Keystone exams in the Palisades School District, please view our other two screencasts. Screencast 1 of 3, What are the Keystone exams? And 3 of 3, What is the program of study at Palisades High School to ensure that all students reach proficiency? If you have individual questions, please feel free to contact the high school counseling office at extension 2008.